It is now time for...
Ooh, what a
Steve
graphic.
Lopez with the new, our director, Steve Lopez with those new graphics. It is burning question time here on our Leafs coverage. Let's start with, will William Nylander finish top 10 in the NHL in points? Who's starting this one?
I'll go. I'm going to be a hater, and I'm going to say no. He hasn't gone a full season. Kip, you mentioned that he's just been consistent so far this year. We haven't seen him do it for 82 games. Can't you see him coming out of Sweden, just having a little bit of a lull maybe? He needed 102 points last year to be in the top 10. Nylander hasn't got there yet. Great offensive player, might be up around 100 points this year, but, we just don't historically have evidence that he's going to get that high.
Unless he gets hurt. I do not see a scenario where he's not in the top 10. And again, the other night's a prime example where he may be in a situation when it looks a little sleepy for him, but he's got that ability to beat one or two guys just on his own and create offense. We saw it again on the power play. Yeah. JB, I'm sorry, but he's hitting that magic number, and he's going to cash in.
On pace for 125 points. Just let that sink in. All right, who would you rather have on your team? Mitch Marner or Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov, who has 87 goals the last year, so two great options there. Let's start with you.
Not even close. Again, when we talk about a 200-foot guy, a guy that is conscious of defensive play, a guy that looks up every once in a while and says, hey, there's no third guy, it better be me. It's this guy. I mean, Kirill's got that breakaway skill as well. But as far as having a conscience out there, I take 16.
Yeah, it's not just the points for me. It's getting this guy, Marner, on the ice. I got Marner, too. Penalty kill, last minute, overtime. He's your guy for every situation.
Yeah, Selke candidate for sure. All right, what team is the best fit, I should say, for Patrick Kane? Start with you, Justin.
I like both the Alberta teams. I think Calgary probably makes the most sense. They've scored some goals this year, but for depth scoring, elite guys, power play guys, I don't know.
You think he might go to Calgary?
I'm not saying he's going there. I'm saying it's the best fit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Kipper?
Let's get Toronto out of the mix here. Mm-hmm. This is the least priority of the Leafs when it comes to what they need. So I see a Dallas, I see a Florida scenario. State tax probably matters to him as well, but I don't see a Canadian team on the horizon, especially the Leafs with their needs on the blue line.
I think Dallas would be a great fit with all those Ben and Sagan and et cetera, Pavelski. All right, I love this question, by the way. Who is the best Swedish player in NHL history? Start with you, Nick.
Listen, the most successful, I think I'll leave to JB, but when it comes to just pure five-tool guy, a guy that can beat you every single way possible, in terms of the skill, the scoring, and the physical element, how do you not go Peter the Great Forsberg? I remember my first game playing against him. And I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Swede. I'm going to go hit him. It was like hitting a vending machine full of sandbags.
Did he do the reverse shoulder on you?
It was incredible. I went back to the bench and I said, oh, boy, guys, this guy's the real deal.
Yeah, and I don't even need to argue my point, which is the correct answer, which is Nick Lidstrom. Norris Trophy, Stanley Cups, one of the greatest defensemen of all time. This guy is, as far as what he accomplished in the NHL, I don't think any Swedes can hold a candle to him.
Yeah. By the way, Matt Sundin happens to be the greatest scoring Swede of all time. But yes, Lidstrom, Forsberg, certainly no arguments there.